Today I'm going to show you how to make this Halloween sack. It's very simple and very cute. You just add your candy in here. So let's get started. You're going to need a sheet of cardstock that is 8.5 by 10.5. So all you're going to do is cut off 1/2 inch from your 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock. We're going to score the long side at 3.5, 4 1/4, 5, 8 1/2, 9 1/4, and 10. And then you're going to turn it, and you're going to score at 2 inches and 7 1/2. So you'll have something that looks like this. Then your next step is going to be to fold on all of those lines. Alright, once you have all the lines folded, you're going to take your scissors, and where this score line is, we're going to cut all the way from here to right here. So this is going to be our flap. So just to right there. Okay, all I did was round the edges, and then once you've done that, you're going to need some pieces to decorate your sack with. So you need a piece that's 3 1/4 by 5 1/4, another piece that's 3 1/4 by 1 3/4, and then for your mummy, you're going to need a piece of basic gray that is 1 3/4 by 2 1/2, and a piece of very vanilla that's 1 1/2 by 2 1/4. So we're just going to put some adhesive on that. I'm going to use the dotted side for this bottom of the sack, and I'm just centering that in between these score lines right here. And then where we rounded, we're going to also round and then you're just going to center that as well. Okay, so once you have that done, we're going to cut on these score lines. This is going to make the bottom of our sack. And then once you get to this skinny piece right here, you're going to cut the little rectangle that is scored on the end. So we don't need that. So we're just cutting right here, then here and here. There are 2 score lines in this section, each of these sections, and we're not cutting on those lines. These are going to be our tabs. So after you've done that, we are going to use some sticky strip. And we're going to put it on the skinny strip here. like that. And then we're just going to line it up with the edge of that other side. And that gives us the sack part. Now where we scored here that I said not to cut on this tab, that's just to make it easier for the box so that you don't get wrinkles in the sides. So now you see how this is coming together. So we're going to flip those little tabs up underneath like that. And then we just need a little strip of sticky strip on this one side. And once we've done this, our sack has taken shape. See? Okay, so now you're going to need a piece of Velcro, and you're just going to peel the backing off and stick it onto the flap. Like this. Peel the backing off of the other side. And then just close your sack. So now it will open and close really easily. And so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to stamp our mummy. So you need that piece of vanilla that I showed you earlier. I'm going to use the basic gray ink pad. I'm using Happy Halloween from the Teeny Tiny Wishes stamp set, and I'm just going to stamp that at the bottom. And then I'm going to use the stamp set Googly Ghouls, and I want the mummy out of this. And I'm just going to stamp him same color, basic gray, and we're going to stamp him just in the middle on top of Happy Halloween. Then I'm going to use some googly eyes. I'm going to put the mummy onto the gray piece. And I wanted to do that before I put the googly eyes on because it's a little easier without that little bump. So just put his googly eye on, and there you have him. So the last thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a dimensional to the top back of this gray piece. And this is just going to help him to stay put on this flap because of the Velcro, and then we'll just add him to the middle. Like that. So then he just opens and closes. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this, and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.